Take your right hand, shake it out.
Hello, Masters. Welcome. Welcome to our Swadhyaya challenge. Today we have Ravuri Garu and then Mani Ravuri Garu. Sorry, like I cut short your name. So last week actually we learnt about the 7 spiritual laws of success. We learnt about 6 spiritual laws. So today we are going to have a quick recap of the 6 spiritual laws. Along with that, we will have a 7th law, and then Manigaru will take us to the other book, personality development book by Swami Vivekananda. So I'm pretty excited and looking forward for this session. Deepest pranams to Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patri sir before we go into the meditation, and all of the masters and Western masters, whoever has helped, Eastern and Western masters and PSSM masters, whoever is helping, visibly and invisibly, either by means of wisdom or by means of going into the deeper levels of spirituality and helping us evolve. So the session is going to be for 1 hour, 10 minutes, going to be meditation by Manigaru, and then we go into the session. So I introduce Manigaru to come forward and take us into a meditation for 8 to 9 minutes, and then we go into a book. Welcome, Manigaru.
Thank you, Pushpa Garu. Thank you, thank you, PSSMUSA team, for giving me this opportunity, and also my deepest gratitude to Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji and Swarnamala Patriji, and my heartfelt thanks to universe, my parents, and my gurus. Masters, we will do meditation now. Please close your eyes and clasp your hands and cross your legs. If anybody has specs, please remove it. Please focus on the breath when you get a thought. Can you please start the music, Master? Focus on the breath, incoming breath, outgoing breath, focus on it. Masters, last 1 minute. Last 30 seconds. Please open your palms and keep it on your eyes slowly. And open your eyes with a big smile and look at your palms. Masters, we will first go through remaining last session laws of secret, the 7 spiritual laws of success, Deepak Chopra. The first law is law of pure potentiality. The law of giving, second law. Third is law of karma, cause and effect. Law of least effort is fourth law. Law of intention and desire is fifth law. A law of detachment is sixth law. You can watch this if anybody didn't attend this the last session. They can watch the previous session in the YouTube PSSMUSA channel. So the last law of dharma we will discuss today. The law of dharma and purpose in life. So everyone has a purpose in life, a unique gift or special talent to give to others. And when we blend this unique talent with service to others, we experience the ecstasy and exaltation of our own spirit, which is the ultimate goal of all goals. So here Master Deepak Chopra is telling that everyone have our own unique talent. So that talent we have to use for serving others. So our talent should be useful for somebody. Then we feel that happiness and so we will uplift our spirit with that. And that is only our ultimate goal, he's telling. Some other information about this law is there are 3 components to this law of dharma. The first component says that each of us is here to discover our true self. So we are here to know what we are, like discover our true self. Spiritual beings that have occasional human experiences. So we are not human beings, we are spiritual beings, but we are having occasional human experiences. The second component of law of dharma is to express our unique talents. So whatever our talents, like singing, painting, or whatever talents we have to express ourselves. The third component of law of dharma is service to humanity. So with our talents, we have to serve the other human beings. To serve your fellow human being and to ask yourself the question, how can I help? So we have to ask always, how can I help? So how to apply in the life? There is three things. So today I will lovingly nurture the god or goddess in embroid that lies deep within my soul. I will make a list of my unique talents, and I'll ask myself daily, how can I serve and how can I help? So we have to ask daily others inside our soul, how can I help to others? How can I serve others? This is law of dharma. That is this only our purpose of life, serving others. Love and serve, both. So loving others. So love in action is service, right? So when we love others, we definitely do service. That is our purpose of life. Masters, now we move to my second book, Personality Development by Swami Vivekananda. This book, all Vivekananda books, complete works of Vivekananda, 9 volumes. This has some glimpse of it. So the personality development, he is telling that man is divine and pressure is not the goal, and we have to change our character, and how the thought will be influence us, and also how to control our negative emotions, and we have to change ourselves first before changing the expecting the world to change, and we have to take responsibility of our own position or our own things, and how to work also he is explaining. And Vivekananda is telling we have to work like a master, not like a slave. We have to work freely with love, doing good to this world. So here also he's telling same thing. When we born as a human being, we have to do something good to the world. Unselfishness will bring success. So he's telling that unselfishness will only bring the success, and also love that pays. So if you are loving to others, others will be you will get the love from not the same person, but it can be from the universe or God. So weakness is death, and he is telling be brave. Heroism, we have to live like a hero, not like a coward. Faith in oneself, so we have to have faith on ourselves and also God. And imitation is bad. We shouldn't imitate others. We have to be like our own uniqueness. We have to have. And he's talking about ethics also in this book. And we have to hold on to the ideal. Like we have to forgive small mistakes others do, and we have to follow we have to become a role model for others. And concentration, the power of, he explained in this book about power of concentration, and we have equal eye towards anybody, either poor, rich, or good or bad, like equal eye, we have to look at them equally and be free and march on. So this is his in this topics in this book. So we will look into now law of personality development. So he's selling here, there is no spiritual world, mental world, physical world. Everything is one. So there is no separate, this is God's work, this is my work. So it is, everything is one, he's telling. So purity and morality have been always the object of religion. Pure moral man has control of himself. So why we have to have purity and morality is, then that person will have control of himself. That's why we have to have pure heart, and morally we have to be good. Who he knows controls his own mind, knows the secret of every mind, and has power over every mind. So if we have control on our own mind, then we will have control on other people's mind also. So if we are unable to control ourselves, our own emotions, our own thinking, we don't know the secret of other people's minds. So first we have to control our own mind, he's telling. The next is different layers of personality. So we have Sthula Sharira and Sukshma Sharira. So these forces are composed very fine elements. No amount of injury to this body can destroy them. So only our body will get destroyed, but not our soul, is telling in this. Pleasure is not the goal. So our human life, pleasure is not our goal. Knowing what we are is our goal. So man is divine, right? So knowing our divinity is our goal. You are the children of God that shares of immortal base, holy and perfect being. So we are not sinners. We should not think ourselves as we are weak. We are sinners like that. We are children of God. We are shares of immortal bliss, holy and perfect. We are perfect beings. Divinities on earth. So sinners, it is a sin to call a man. So calling sinners is a sin to call. It is standing label on human nature. So man is divine. First, we have to realize he is telling. So in the pleasure is not goal. He's telling sense happiness is not goal of the humanity. Wisdom is the goal of the humanity. Wisdom, jnana, attaining jnana is the goal of the humanity. Some instances, misery is a great teacher. So we will think, right, we should not get any misery or we should not get any failures. But for a soul, that's how it learns. For soul, it's not, it won't bother about misery or pain. Because soul for soul, wisdom is a main thing, right? So misery is a greater teacher than happiness. So we learn more things in misery than happiness. Poverty taught more than wealth. So that's why sometimes soul will take birth in a poor family, and also it will take some miseries also by challenging, so that it will learn and it will evolve and grow further levels. How to change our character is like impressions. So when we listen good things, when we focus on good things, when we discuss with other people good things, our impression in the mind will be good only. Instead of that, we listen bad things, we talk about bad things, we discuss with others bad things, then our impression will be bad inside the mind. So that impressions will go to subconscious mind. We will act like a bad person. So if you do good things, if you listen good things, if you think about good things, then our subconscious mind will have only good impressions. Then without your effort, you will behave like a good person. So our character is what we do in a day. That is our character, he's telling. Character is manufactured by karma. So every action, what we do, so that way we will behave. So the mind to have non-attachment must be clear, good, rational. The samskaras impressions, when a large number of these impressions are left on the mind, they become a habit. So impressions also, later it will become a habit. So habit is a second nature of the character. So habits will make you a good person. Good habits will make you good person. Bad habits will make you bad person. Be a king and know you own the world. This never comes until you give it up and ceases to bind. So how he's asking us to live like a king. How we live like a king? We have to give up attachment to everything. So we should not bind to that. Then only we can become a king. Like Vairagya, he's telling we have to develop Vairagya towards everything. Then only we can live like a king. Otherwise, we'll be in fear. We may lose it like that. Go on doing good, thinking holy thoughts continuously. That is only way to suppress base impressions. So even though you have some bad impressions inside you, but if you keep go on doing good, like how a mud water, if you keep on pouring good water, eventually it become good, right? So like that, even if we have small bad characters or bad impressions in our mind, if we keep on pouring good inside our mind, like doing good, thinking good, like that, then we will become a good person, he's telling. Never say any man is hopeless, because only represents a character bundle of habits. So this man is hopeless, he cannot change, like that. You should not say like that, he's telling, because anybody have the scope to change when they keep on doing good things. Character is repeated habits. So one person character is it's repeated habits. Repeated habits alone can reform character. So the bad can become good, good can become bad. Influence of thought. So he's telling in this other sutra that how the thought will influence us. So how thought will influence is, if you do one single good thought, you will attract other good thoughts, and also you will attract the people in the world who are doing same good thoughts. So you will share that vibration with others. So then again, good will come to you with others, because you will attract those energies, right? So if you think one single negative thought, that will attract other negative thoughts, and also you will attract people who is having same negative thoughts. So people who will do good will do more good, and people who will do bad, they'll attract to more bad. So they'll keep on, that bad things will increase inside them, because thought will have always influence. An evil doer generally goes on doing more and more evil. His actions become intensified. Such also will be the case with the doer of good. He will open himself to all the good waves that are in the atmosphere. So if you do one single good action, you will be open. You are opening yourself to all the good waves in the atmosphere. And his good actions also will become intensified. So he keep on doing good things. We run, therefore, twofold danger is doing it. So even if you do evil thought also, same thing will happen. First, we open ourselves to all the evil influences surrounding us. So all the evil influences surrounding us will attract because of our own one single evil thought. Secondly, we create evil which affects others. So not only us, if we do negative thoughts, it will also affect others around us also. So not only around us, even coming generations, hundreds of years hence, who is going to born, they also will affect with our own thoughts, because we are putting seeds, right? So same thing with good also. If you put a good thought, single seed, that can become a fruit going forward in future generations also. So whatever you do, think well on it. So don't do any negative or evil things, because it will impact that much your atmosphere, your surroundings, and your future generations. All your actions will be magnified, transformed, defied by the very power of the thought. So thought has that much power, he's telling. Next is control your negative emotions. So he's telling how to control your negative emotions. We must have these 4 sorts of ideas. We must have friendship for all. So with everybody, mitratvam, like Patriji says, right? Only friendship is there in this world. With anybody, like partner, kids, or siblings, or friends, or anybody, we have to first relation is friendship. We must be merciful towards those that are in misery. So who are in misery, we should be merciful to them. Third thing is, when people are happy, we ought to be happy. So if we have to be happy for others are happy. And fourth is, to the wicked, we must be indifferent. So we should be unconcerned or neutral to the wicked people. These are 4 sorts of ideas to control our negative emotions. Every reaction in the form of hatred or evil is so much loss to the mind. So if we hate others, it is a loss to our mind. And every evil thought or deed of hatred or any thought of reaction, if it is controlled, so instead of showing hate on others, instead of thinking that hatred, if you control that hatred, he's telling what good will happen to you. So if it is controlled, will be laid on our favor. So that thought will laid in our favor. So that thought will favor us if we control our hatred. How it will, it is not that we lose, thus restraining ourselves, we are gaining infinitely more than we suspect. So మనం అనుకున్న దానికంటే, so what we think more than that, we gain if we control our hatred. Each time we suppress hatred or feeling of anger, even anger also, each time we suppress means like not to show or not to have anger emotions also, inside also, not only outside, inside also. Like if a feeling of anger, it is so much good energy stored up in our favor. So our body will store good energy, that energy we can use for our own good. That piece of energy will be converted into the higher power. So that power will be used for connecting to God or higher power. So when we think about it, we won't waste one single second by having hatred on others or anger on others, because we can use that energy for a good purpose. If you projected hatred and jealousy, they will rebound on you with a compound interest. So instead of, if you, it's without thinking that you should, without suppressing it, if you express it, it will come with you with compound interest. More interest, it will be added to that, and it will come back to you. No power can avert them. So even God also cannot change it. See, you already released one anger thought, one jealousy thought, one hatred thought. That will come with interest. It is not at all useful to you, that thought. When once you have put them in motion, you will have to bear them. So once you put it into practice, that motion, then you have to tolerate it. No other choice. So remembering this will prevent you from doing wicked things. So remember this so that you won't do bad things. You must not hate and must love. So even other person hate you, you must love only. Like Mahatma Gandhi says, right? If somebody slap you on one cheek, you show other cheek. So like that, even other person hate you also, you love them because you think that they are ignorant. That's why they are hating you. The great secret is absence of jealousy. So to go spiritually further, you should not have jealousy on anybody. You should be happy if they're happy. You shouldn't be jealousy of others. Be always ready to concede to the opinions of your brothers and try always to conciliate. That is the whole secret. So always agreement with others. That is a old secret he is telling. And fight on bravely. Life is short. Give it up to a great cause. So don't waste your time in jealousy, anger, hatred, all those things, because your life is short. So use that for your own great cause. Use that for your own soul lifting. Next is change yourself first. So we should not expect other world to change. We have to change ourselves. So we have to purify ourselves first. The more we grow in love and virtue and holiness, the more we see love and virtue and holiness outside. So if something we are complaining means something we have to change inside us. We have to purify inside us. All condemnation of others really condemn. So you are thinking you are criticizing others, but you are really criticizing yourself. That's what he is telling here. So every step that has been really gained in the world has been gained by love. So you won't achieve anything by criticizing, by complaining, by hating, by showing anger. Only you can achieve something in the world is only through love. Criticizing can never do any good to you. It has been tried for thousands of years. So thousands of years people tried criticizing others, but they didn't get anything out of it. Condemnation accomplishes nothing. Only he's telling we have to show love whatever other person is. Okay, take the whole responsibility of yourself. One more thing is, instead of blaming others for anything, see, yeah, I'm in this position because of that person, because of this thing happened. Instead of that, you take responsibility and do something towards it, right? Then at least you will come out of it. Nothing makes us work so well at our best and highest as when all responsibility is thrown upon ourselves. So if a responsibility is given to you, how you will do? Like if a baby is given to you to handle, to take care, somebody gave you, okay, look after my baby for some time. How nicely you will put your energies into that, taking care about that baby, right? Like that, responsibility, take it and do your best to that responsibility. Blame none for your own faults. So instead of correcting yourself, if you blame others, nothing will happen. This misery that I am suffering is of my own doing. So think that when you are suffering, this is your own doing. That very thing proves that it will have to be undone by me alone. So then you will realize that if it is caused by you, you only can be undo that, right? So then you will undo that. How to work? He's telling Vivekananda, man will do work, but he should work that with love and truth. So love and truth, unselfishness. You always do any work with love, truth, and unselfishness. Love, truth, and unselfishness are not merely moral figures of speech, but they form our highest ideal. So that is the ideal we have to follow. Because in them lies such a manifestation of power. So if you want to manifest something, you have to follow these three ideals: love, truth, and unselfishness. It is even more, it is more paying from the point of view of health also. So if you have these three ideals, you will be healthy also, he's telling. So it is the better we work, the calmer we are, the better for us, and the more amount of work we can do. So if you are calmer, we can do more work, he's telling. A calm, forgiving, equal, well-balanced mind that does the greatest amount of work. So if our mind is calm and also we are forgiving people, and we will look after everyone as equal, and we are well balanced in prosperity and adversity, then that mind will do greatest amount of work. Vivekananda is telling. And also he's telling you how to work by putting God in everything, knowing him to be in everything. So you have to know that God is in everything. Every duty is holy. So there is no unholy duty. Every duty is holy, and devotion to duty is the highest form of the worship of God. So your duty is your worship to God. That is the highest form of worship. You have to realize that. Work like a master. So Vivekananda is telling, like, we have to work like a master. Love never comes until there is freedom. So every act of love brings happiness. There is no act of love which does not bring peace and blessedness as its reaction. So if you show any act of love, it definitely brings peace and blessedness. That is reaction of love. The man who works through freedom and love cares nothing for results. So you have to work without caring for the results. You just need to work through freedom and love. You shouldn't focus on the results. Next, ideally, he's telling to follow is doing good to this world. All this beautiful world is very good because it gives us time and opportunity to help others. So we have to be so thankful. This world is giving us time and opportunity to help them, right? So when you are helping a beggar, you shouldn't think, oh, I am higher, he is lower. You should thank that person, because of that person is there. That's why you got chance to help him. Yet we must do good. Desire to do good is the highest motive power we have. If we know all the time that it is a privilege to help others, so it's our privilege to help others. It's not that they are receiving something. They are not low. Even they are receiving help from you, they are not. You should not think them as low. Be grateful that the poor man is there, so that by making a gift to him, you are able to help yourself. It is not the receiver that is blessed, it is a giver. So he is not blessed. You are only by giving, you are blessed by God. Be thankful that you are allowed to exercise your power of benevolence and mercy in the world and thus become pure and perfect. So this world is giving you a chance so that you serve them, so that you become pure and perfect. So we are not doing anything to the world. His own karma got it for him. Your karma made you the carrot. So if somebody you are helping, you are giving, then you have to think that he did good karma. That's why he is getting something from you. And your karma made you the carrier. So you have a good karma, it made you the carrier, and it also blesses you with that, right? With that action. So you proud of having given away something. So why should you proud of having given away something? Who are you to give, right? If universe gives you, then only you will have either money or energy or anything, right? Any talent also. If universe gives you, only you will have. So when you are giving to others, why you should be feel proud? So when you are giving something to others, you will never feel proud of it. You should think that your karma is going away, you are becoming pure and perfect. And you should think like you are the porter. You are the porter that carried the money or other kind of gift, and the world deserved it by its own karma. So the person who is receiving, he deserved it because he did something good. So that you are just a porter. So you are just the instrument. Unselfishness will bring success. Unselfishness is more spiritual and nearer to God, where he is learned or ignorant, he is nearer to God than anybody else. So the person who is having unselfishness, even though he is ignorant, even though he is don't know anything, but still he is nearer to God. So God likes unselfishness people. It is love that pays. Duty is sweet only through love. So duty without love is deplorable. Duty with love is desirable. Love without duty is divine. So this is a quote from Satsai Baba. So here also saying same thing. Duty is sweet only through love, and love shines in freedom alone. Yes, it is freedom to be a slave to the senses. So freedom of what? Freedom of slave becoming senses. Slave to the senses, anger, freedom of anger, freedom of jealous, 100 other petty things that occur every day in human life. Okay, so you have to do duty without all those things. You shouldn't become a slave to the senses and all those arshad vargas. You should do the duty without arshad vargas, without sensual pleasures. In all these little roughness that we met with life, the highest expression of freedom is to forbear, sahanam, like it is a forbearance. Expression of freedom is forbearance.
What is that, Manigaru? Forbidden
The highest expression of freedom
is
to forbear.
okay.
So that we met with in life. So when we met something in life, right? So we have to have forbearance towards things. Like when something bothering us or somebody troubling us, we have to have forbearance. So women slaves to their own irritable jealousy tempers are apt to blame their husbands and assert their own freedom as they think, not knowing that thereby they only prove that they are slaves. So if we are taking somebody else's freedom means we will become slaves to it, slaves. So we should not take anybody freedom. That's what Patriji says, right? Do not interfere, do not control others. Love never fails. You are omnipotent. Are you perfectly unselfish if you are irresistible? The individual's life is in the life of the whole. The individual's happiness is in the happiness of the whole. So if one person is happy, then only everybody will, whole world will be happy. So we should make others happy. We should not steal happiness from others. Next is weakness is death. There are hundreds and thousands of microbes surrounding us, but they cannot harm us until we become weak. So many viruses are there in the air, right? But once we become weak, then only they'll attack us. Like that, there are so many miseries in the human life, but it won't bother us until our mind become weak. That's what he's telling. There may be million microbes of misery floating about us. Never mind, they dare not approach us. They have no power to get hold on us until the mind is weakened. So we should not make our mind weak, he's telling. Be brave. So fear not, be brave, he's telling in our lives. So how many times we fail also, we have to keep on trying. We don't need to feel bad about it, right? We don't need to fear anything. Fear not, it is banished. Crush it and it vanishes. So if you feel fear, crush it. So it will vanish. Stamp upon it. So stamp upon the fear. It dies. Be not afraid. Be brave. Think not how many times you fail. Never mind. Time is infinite. So we have multiple number of opportunities. We can, if you fail today, we can get one more opportunity. Time is infinite. Go forward, assert yourself again and again, and the light must come. One day you will win, one day you will success. So no need to feel like fear. No need to be fear not, he's telling. Next he's asking like live like a hero. Those who are always downhearted and dispirited in his life can do no work. From life to life, they come and go, wailing and mourning. The earth is enjoyed by heroes. So we have to live like a hero on the earth. This is the unfailing truth. Be a hero. Always say, I have no fear. Tell this to everybody, I have no fear. Fear is death. Fear is sin. Fear is hell. Fear is unrighteousness. Fear is wrong life. All the negative thoughts and ideas that are in this world have processed from this evil spirit of fear. So fear will make you a bad person. So don't get attracted to fear. Be brave. And next is telling faith in oneself. So we have to have faith on ourselves. Our first duty is not to hate ourselves. So we never hate ourselves, is telling first duty, that one. Because to advance, we must have faith in ourselves and then in God. So first we have to trust ourselves, then only God. He who has no faith in himself can never have faith in God. So if you don't have faith in ourselves, we also cannot have faith in God also. So first we should have faith in ourselves. Imitation is bad. So we should not imitate others. We have to be our own unique person. We have to live like a unique. Does the seed become the earth? So if you put a seed in the earth, right, and air will there, water will be there for that seed, but it won't become air, it won't become water, it won't become earth, right? It becomes a plant. It develops after the law of its own growth, assimilates the air, the earth, and the water, converts them into plant substance. It will convert into plant substance and it become plant. So and grows into a plant. Similarly, each assimilate the spirit of others. We can take spirit of others and yet preserve our own individuality and grow according to his own law of growth. So you have to grow according to your own law of growth. Next is talking about ethics, masters. The ethics is first he is telling is charity towards men, charity towards all animals. Doing good to others is a virtue, dharma. Injuring others is sin. Strength and manliness are virtue. Weakness and cowardice are sin. Independence is virtue, dependence is sin. Loving others is virtue, hating others is sin. Faith in God and one's own self is virtue. Doubt is a sin. Knowledge of oneness is virtue. Seeing diversity is sin. So we are all one. We have to think. If you see you are separate, I am separate like that, that is a sin he's telling. The different scriptures only show the means of attaining virtue. So our scripture shows only how to attain these all ethics. Hold on to the ideal. So we also need to hold on to our ideals. My own self. So you should not only think about yourself, you have to think about others also, he's telling. If a man with an ideal makes 1,000 mistakes, I'm sure that man without an ideal makes 50,000. So you think, okay, I'm having these ideals, that's why I'm making mistakes, but you do less mistakes than people who don't have any ideals in their lives. Take up one idea, make that one idea your life, think of it, dream of it, live on that idea. Let the brain, muscles, nerves, every part of your body be full of that idea and just leave every other idea alone. This is the way to success. So take one good virtue in your life, okay? Then think about it, dream about it, live on it. So it will become part of you. That any good care, any good thing, either truth or telling, doing anything like love or any good you can take. I have to be peaceful, or I have to be loving, I have to be merciful, like that. Anything you take and you full become of it. He's telling at a time one. The power of concentration. The main difference between men and the animals is a difference in their power of concentration. All success in any line of work is a result of this. Everybody knows something about concentration. We see its results every day. High achievement is an art. So if we concentrate more, we achieve more things, he's telling. That is the only difference between men and the animals. Man has greater power of concentration. The difference in their power of concentration is also considered the difference between man and compare the lowest with the highest man. The difference is in the degree of concentration. So the person who is achieved the highest things in their lives, they're having more concentration. Everybody minds become concentrated at times. We all concentrate upon those things we love. So when we will concentrate is we should love that. Then only we will concentrate more. So like a mother will concentrate more on the kid face, right? Because she loves that kid. So same thing, whatever work we do, we should love that. Then we will concentrate more on that. What mother is there that does not love the face of her homeliest child? That face is to her the most beautiful in the world. So for every mother, their kid face is the most beautiful face in the world, right? She loves it because she concentrates her mind upon it. And if everyone could concentrate his mind on that same face, everyone would love it. Even we concentrate on other person, kid also, we also love it. That's what he's telling. It would be to all most beautiful face. So we all concentrate our minds upon those things we love. So how has all the knowledge in the world been gained but the concentration of the powers of the mind? The world is ready to give you its secrets if you only know how to knock. So our universe is ready to give us the knowledge, but we have to know how to knock that world, that knowledge. Give up its secrets if you only know how to knock. How to give it the necessary blow. The strength and force of the blow come through concentration. So we have to concentrate more on the knowledge, then we get more knowledge, she's telling. There is no limit to the power of the human mind. The more concentrated it is, the more power is brought to be around one point. That is the secret. So how you will get more knowledge is you have to concentrate more on the knowledge. In training the mind, the first step is to begin with breathing. Regular breathing puts the body in a harmonious condition. So if you do that breathing regularly, it will bring your body harmonious condition. And it is then easier to reach the mind. So when with the breathing, you can put your body harmoniously, then you can reach your mind, he's telling. In practicing breathing, the first thing to consider is asana or posture. So when you are practicing breathing, he's telling to sit in proper asana or posture. Any posture in which a person can sit easily is his proper position. So he is also telling, Vivekananda also telling, whichever position you sit properly, that is your asana position. The spine should be kept free and the weight of the body should be supported by the ribs. Do not try to contrivances to control the mind. Simple breathing is all that is necessary in that line. So if you cannot control your mind, you just do simple breathing, he's telling. So if you do simple breathing, it will control your mind. So when you control your mind, you can concentrate more. Develop the sense of equality. Look upon all as your equal. Cleanse yourself of the primal sin of inequality. So inequality is a sin, he is telling. We are all equal. So even you also don't think you are superior to others. Don't think you are inferior to others. You are equal to everyone. So don't have inferiority complex or superiority complex, ego or So if you are, everybody is in this world equal. For everybody, God will give equal opportunities, equal things. Be free. Spirit, good or bad, we never think of them again. What is throw off the superstition? So we should not have superstition in our thoughts. Do not brood over past deeds. If something happened in the past, don't brood over. It will become a guilt. If you keep on thinking, oh, I could have not done that, I could have not done that, it will become a guilt in you. So do not brood over past deeds. Do not remember your good deeds. And also do not remember, oh, I did this good to that person. I did good. This also don't boast of yourself. That is also not good for you. The azad, free. The fearful, ignorant will never reach Atman. So if you are fearful, if you are ignorant, you never reach Atman. Yeah, this is all about this book, masters. He's telling to march on. So don't be idle. Do something even if you fail also, okay, he's telling. So you have to march on in your life. Be a lion, be a hero. So Vivekananda words are very powerful. So he's always tells, don't be lazy. Advance like a hero. Don't be thwarted by anything. How many days will this body last with its happiness and misery? When you have got the human body, then rose the Atman within and say, I have reached the state of fearlessness. So he's telling you, you have to say, I don't have any fear. Thou art that, arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. So his words are, arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. Thank you, masters. If you have any questions, we can ask me.
Thank you, Manigaru. Such a wonderful session. You explained so beautifully all of those concepts. So anybody have any questions, friends? Maybe last week we did not get a chance to,
Yes.
take any questions on all the principles. Like if you have any questions on those, the
Seven spiritual laws also, laws
yeah,
of success also I can ask.
seven spiritual laws of, law of potentiality, law of giving, law of karma. Everything sounds so familiar,
Yeah.
but when it comes to implementation in our life, that's the toughest part.
Yeah.
That's the toughest part. It teaches every lesson. Um, yeah,
Law of giving also, if we give, we will receive. Both we have to accept giving and receiving.
yeah, yeah.
Anything couldn't be stagnant, like water, right? It has to flow. If it is stagnant, it won't be useful for drinking, right? Same thing.
Correct.
Anything in our life, money or knowledge or anything, we have to give, we have to receive. That's why Patrija says, if you say A, if you know A, say A to others. If you know B, say B to others, so that we will receive some more.
True. Whatever we need, first thing is like we should start giving. So
Yes,
definitely
either love or happiness. If you start giving to others and you are praying for others, you will get that blessings for yourself.
true, true. What is the fourth law, Manigaru? After
Fourth law is law of least effort. So we
I
shouldn't resist anything. We should go with the flow.
okay,
Like
okay.
how water flow with the current, right? So we should, nature won't resist anything. It won't resist if something happening good or something happening bad, right? So even we should also resist. Resist always gives you pain.
Okay. Okay.
So if you have love inside you and you didn't resist anything, you can do the work easily. But if you have hatred or if you resist something, that work will become very tough for you.
It's more of openness.
More of openness. Yeah. So he's telling
Any
when the
change.
storm comes, if you are like a oak tree, you will bend and crack. If you are like a reed, you will bend and it will go away.
Yeah,
You will
yeah.
sustain. Yeah, that's what.
Yes, friends. How do you feel about the book? Or like, it need not to be a question. Whatever is your favorite, you can come forward and talk.
Yeah, law of dharma also, right? It's very nice purpose of our life, attaining wisdom.
Which one is your favorite, Manigar, out of all laws?
The law of giving. Yeah,
Nice.
we have to practice more on that, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's so nice. Like everything that they have. Sirisha. Yeah, thank you, Sirisha.
Thank you, Sirisha.
It's like a checklist. You whatever situation you come, like maybe I'm good at giving, but I'm not good at loving not enemy, loving a person who is constantly giving you challenges,
Yes,
right?
yes. So
So
we
that
have to think that that person is doing like that because of their ignorance. So we have to feel sympathy on them because they are gaining their karma, right?
right,
So
right.
if we are ignorant, we will get anger on them. But if you are smart enough, we will pray God for them to give their sadbuddhi so that they won't gain more karma.
Yeah, true, true.
Yeah, hello. Hi,
Manigaru,
Manigar.
Manigaru,
Someone
Karuna
speaking.
here.
Yeah.
Sorry, Karuna here. I did that many years, to
Oh,
pray God
glad to know.
and requested him that to give them sadbuddhi, who's giving
Mhm.
constant challenges to people around. But
Mhm.
it didn't help. It didn't help. So I just
It didn't
stopped
help
asking
you.
God
It
also.
helped your soul. It's not physical world they're talking about. It uplift your soul because you did all those things because maybe you're in this group, right? You are listening good things. You are with good people. It's not physically gaining. It's like spiritually gaining. All these things, all these ras are his. See, when you look at Mahatma Gandhi says, if somebody shows cheek, somebody slap on one cheek, you show other. It will. We look at it like a weakness, right? But actually, we are saving our energies for higher cause, higher purpose. We can use that in a good act instead of fighting with them, right? We can use that energy for lifting our own soul in a good way. Why to waste the energy there, right? That's also we can think like that. When I'm reading that book, I felt like that. Yeah,
Okay.
what he's telling is true. Why to waste that energy there? Why can't we use that for good? Because our life is very short. We know, right? Our the time we have for spiritual development is very short because most of the time we'll go in sleeping, eating, our like if you are working, taking care about family. So how much we time left, right? If whatever that little bit time we have also, we waste in anger, jealousy, and thinking grudge on others, hating others. We have very less time for our spiritual growth or upliftment. So
Thank
you
you.
saved your time. You used that time for your reading books or joining these clubs, right? Forget about them, right? Whatever they do, they have to go through their own karma. So the same question I have in my mind, some people simply use other person. They will think they are smarter, right? But there are astral worlds, physical worlds, light worlds. So when they go to astral world, they will pay their fee there. See, the other person came with you with a good heart, open heart, but you used them and you mistreated them later, right? They may not get here punishment also. They have to pay that fine in the astral worlds. They will be in a dark room and they'll keep on show their story every time. So they'll feel bad what they did. But now with the ignorance, they won't realize they're doing bad things. But they have to waste their time when they go to astral world. But if you do good things, you will go directly to light world. You don't need to waste your time in astral world, right? Like no need to suffer in astral world. So astral world also good worlds are there, bad worlds are there, right? So definitely everybody will action. They will pay either in physical world or astral world. They have to go through that pain. So we are saving ourselves, our energy, our time being in a good path.
Yeah.
I think I answered your question.
Oh, you did very well.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Anybody have any other questions, friends? Can be a
Hello, Mani Garu. This is Sirisha.
Hi.
You explained very beautifully. And Pushpa, you asked, right? Many people are giving me challenges. Actually, we should be thankful for them because they are making us stronger. And we choose them in our life. That
Yeah.
otherwise we don't come into the spiritual path. We are like anyone else, like other people. Because of all the challenges, every day we are learning lessons. So, and it's our design, right? So we choose our own reality. So
Yes.
it's all,
So I know one situation I faced, like we take some responsibility, right? Some people will come and say, I will do that, but they won't do anything. They'll simply like a sleeping position. Okay. At that time we think, oh, they are not doing, they are putting on us that share of work, right? So then we have to think that God is testing our ego. Like we are doing this. If we think we are doing this, then we think other person is not doing or they're not helping. They unnecessarily take the position, but they're not doing that. So then we have to think we are not doing for anybody, right? We are doing for our own upliftment, our own spiritual growth we are doing. So God knows all the history, and Akashic records will be there, right? So anyhow, our spirit will grow. We will have better opportunities. So why to think about others who is not doing, right? The same situation I faced, then I realized, oh, okay, we have to think like this.
True, very true. Yeah. Everything is like whatever situation we have created that, but at the same time, like, any challenge, right? It's like they are like tests. Being neutral to them or that situation is helps us to not going further, losing our energy. Like, okay, you need to have lot of energy to love who is giving you challenge.
Yes.
First step, if you're not loving, at least stop giving negativity towards them. Be neutral, and then slowly, like, yeah, for this example I'm telling, in office, right? People are not doing their job. On top of it, whoever is doing, they're coming and blaming.
Yes.
So it's like, it's not as per the process. But what one good thing is happening to me is, anyway, they're not working. The moment I get any kind of a negative thought, immediately the thought is coming and replacing it. Why are you getting this? Don't
Yeah.
get into this. I was like, wow, this is so beautiful. Yeah.
When we start listening to our inner conscious, it will guide you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
One more thing is when we are getting some small negative thought, See, if a bad person do bad, he's what is it? The God will punish him differently. But a good person do bad, we will get more punishment, because we know we are doing. You know that spirit laws will be different, right? So
Yeah.
good person will be very careful than
Ignorant
ignorant
people
person.
doing it's okay, just like a
Yeah,
kid. But
yeah.
person who knows everything and they're still committing means like, yeah.
Yes, so it says right, Mahabharata, Bhishma gets more punishment, right, comparing to others, because he know everything. He didn't stop it, so like that. So when we know everything, also we have to be more careful. Like we shouldn't slip, because we will get immediate action. We will get, because we are all like we are very near to pure mind and all. If you do small mistake, also it will come to us immediately, because we don't have a balance of karma, right? That's why.
Sure, sure. Yeah. Thank you, Sudha Garu. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's
Thank you. Yeah, actually,
Thank
like
you, Sudhir.
Manigaru, thank you so much for inviting me for this sessions. Though I haven't read this book, but all of these thoughts which you shared today sounded so familiar, because like the what we give, we get back. That's what, like, we always hear, and like, the law of the universe and everything. Though it all sounds familiar, but still we need reinforcement back and again, because in this world, in our daily life, we can sometimes forget to follow these rules, forget about all of this. Sometimes we lose hope, and sometimes it's so hard to follow. But when we hear it again and again, then it kind of, like, sinks in better, and like it's like reinforcing these rules uh, helps follow them and not to lose hope. And like, yeah, we are going on the right paths, as many, like, so many people have shared this again and again, like even like whatever you shared about the book, the seven spiritual laws of success and all, like I felt I came to the right place to listen to this again.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Sudhir.
Yeah.
thank you, Sudha Garu. Okay. If anyone else want to share uh, anything, please go ahead and unmute. Otherwise, we will meet next week. Manigaru, you wanna close from your side? Anything that you want to share?
Yeah, I am good.
Like all of the viewers, like future viewers are like, what makes you to be up on the books, how we can improvise on Swadhyaya. So you want to talk anything on that front? Any advice to our current or future PSM masters?
Thank you, Masters. Thank you, Pushpagara, for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you all. Let's close the session next week, same Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. Let's meet with another beautiful book with other great master. Thank you. Let's close it, Andy. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Manigaru, for coming forward and
Welcome. Thank you.
bye.